This week on the podcast, we've written songs about 007 Thunderball. Hello, and welcome to the Royds Review Podcast. I'm Rob.
Andy. James Andy.
And we are the Royds, back once again, talking about 1965's 007 Thunderball. Andy, how are y'all?
I'm good, Robbie. How are y'all?
I see multiple Andys.
Yeah.
I am drunk. I'm drunk as a skunk in a funk in a trunk.
Finna funk your trunk.
Dude, I don't like that one single bit. I love it.
Wow. I gotta have it. Wow. We're fucking 7 seconds in. We're already way off the rails.
Yeah, this, of course, we're sponsored by Cold Stone Cummery. I wouldn't eat there.
No, not me. Not me. I'd do something else there, though. You know,
especially because it's owned.
Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Let's take this one again, Robbie. Let's take this whole episode again. How are you, Robbie?
I'm good. I don't know what's going on anymore. I'm really good. How about you?
I'm good. Have you seen Thunderscroat before?
No, no. No, I had not. Had you?
No.
That's interesting, 'cause I actually have this on Blu-ray.
Wow. I have it on Green Ray. I'm sorry. I'm just wasting your time.
It's okay.
I'm so sorry.
I'm glad you said that, because I was about to say I have it on Green Jeff.
Hey. Well, I find that this one, it kind of, like the last one was pretty wacky, and then this one kind of dials back the wackiness.
It dials back the wackiness and kind of leads into this whole thing of being like, let's do something totally different than the first few Bond movies.
Yeah, and they spent a lot of money. And it is truly impressive.
It is. I don't know if it enhances the viewing experience, especially going back 50 some odd years.
Yeah, it can be slow.
Yeah.
But I'll tell you what, I think the payoff is actually pretty good. I think the entire movie is pretty boring until the end. In the end, I was like, hell yeah.
I agree. And I think we can get into that a little bit later. But Andy.
Yeah.
Can you tell me what year Thunderball came out? Lightning nuts?
Yeah. I'm going to tell you. It's the year of our Megazord, 1965.
Whoa. Can you tell me what were the top movies of 1965?
I'm so glad you asked, because at number 3 is Thunderball.
This was number 3.
Yeah. Made $63 million.
That's very good.
Yeah, for the time especially.
Yeah.
It's also one of the most expensive movies made at the time as well. Probably because of all the underwater stuff.
What was its little budgie?
I don't have that.
It was $9 million.
As is tradition.
Yeah.
And he does not have the information he should. $9 million? Okay. So they made bank.
Yes.
Also, apparently adjusted for inflation, this made like $1 billion.
Also, apparently, worldwide box office, it's $141.2 million.
Oh, okay. So the one that I'm looking at is horse shit.
Yeah, probably.
Well, according to this horse shit list.
Oh, no.
Number 2 is Dr. Zhivago, which is also MGM. Made $111 million.
I've never heard of that.
It's my proctologist.
Oh, Dr. Zhivago.
Yeah. Number 1 is The Sound of Music, which made...
Hills...
Yeah, go ahead.
The hills are alive, and they have eyes. It's The Sound of Music.
Oh my goodness, no. It's a good movie. I had not seen it. until like maybe last year. My wife was like, "You've never seen The Sound of Music? Put that bad boy on." I was like, "This movie fucking slaps, brother."
I've never seen The Sound of Music either.
It's very good. And it made $163 million.
I've seen The Sight of Music.
Have you?
Yeah.
That's the sequel. Yeah.
It's Fantasia.
There you go. Yeah.
Just music videos.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, Robbie, should we talk about Thunderballs?
I think we should, as long as you never call it that again.
What, Thunderballs?
Yeah, don't add the S.
Okay.
It makes it weird.
Okay. Sorry.
Yeah. All right, we're a serious podcast, Andy. We're a serious movie review podcast.
Robbie, I want you to go back to the first, 7 minutes of this podcast and you reevaluate that statement.
Okay, I reevaluate a lot of things, so I will.
Okay.
The movie opens up with a funeral procession for Jacques Bouvard in France. The camera focuses on a coffin. We see the initials JB. It's carved into it. And this woman is talking to Bond. She's like, "He has your initials." And Bond is all upset that he didn't get to kill the guy himself, which I always love.
Yeah, what a psychopath.
Because then later on, Bond is even like, "Oh, you know me, I don't just kill people." It's like, I don't know, man. You seemed really disappointed you didn't get to kill Jacques Bouvard.
Yeah.
He's sitting there in the glass going, "Mr. Bouvard!" Bond watches the widow leave, and when she gets back to her room, he's just waiting for her in a chair. But when she gets there, he just punches her in the face, and it's actually Jacques Bouvard himself. This fight is really fun. I love all the speeding things up in this movie. Like here, we get the sped up chair.
Yes. Yeah. This is a pretty visceral fist fight.
Yeah, and at first it's like, yo, Bond just knocked that woman out.
Yeah. My first note was like, okay, they jumped the shark on this one.
But I enjoy that he then reveals, he's like, "You shouldn't have opened the car door yourself."
That's not a woman at all.
And then we get the greatest escape in any of these movies so far, as Bond just grabs a jetpack and takes off.
How did they do that?
I haven't the slightest. They strapped a stuntman to a jetpack and prayed.
It's incredible.
Yeah, I have no idea how they did that. But the idea that we're already in a jetpack, and right away I'm going, oh, we're going silly in this movie.
Yeah, but also like sick.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Yeah, I was into it.
I also like that he doesn't fly the jetpack very far, because he just lands to meet with Madame Laporte with the Aston Martin, and they get in and the shield comes up, and then he just sprays water on the gunman.
Yeah. Like, if you're the gunman, just move. Just like, move to the side.
Either way.
Yeah.
This cues the opening credits. The title sequence is the song Thunderball by Tom Jones. It's aight.
He's got some pipes, brother.
Oh, Tommy J can sing, but the song itself is like aight.
Yeah. I mean, I think might be the best one so far.
Ooh, you think this is better than Goldfinger?
Yeah.
Oh, I disagree. I think it's better than From Russia with Love.
Yeah, that's the worst one so far.
But like, I think Goldfinger's better than this.
I don't know. I like this one. I also like he hits the highest note that's ever been hit.
Yeah.
At the very end, he's like, "Ah!" It's like, holy shit, dude.
No,
full voice.
Tom Jones can fucking sing. I like Tom Jones personally. I think he's got some absolute bangers too.
Yeah.
Like Delilah fucking rocks.
Yeah, the fucking Cusco's song, the beginning of The Emperor's New Groove.
That was like Cusco's song.
Yeah.
No, I like Tommy Jones.
Yeah, he's great.
Tommy Lee Jones.
Yeah, same guy.
You never see him in the same room together.
Not once.
That's all I'm saying. So I'm saying, if you have that picture, send it in to us, roydsreview@gmail.com, or tag us in it in social media. You can tag me as Tommy Lee Jones and Andy as Tom Jones.
Yeah.
Because that's who we look like, roughly. No, it's not.
I guess.
Andy has curly hair and Tom Jones has curly hair. That works.
Yeah, that's true.
We're in a Spectre meeting. We see number 2 arrive. He gets yelled at by this guy until he realizes who it is. I really like this. Oh, you can't park here. Oh, sorry, sir.
Yeah.
Cigarette.
They ripped off Austin Powers.
I think I may have said this in the last movie, but you do see what Austin Powers got all their shit from in this movie.
Oh yeah, he's petting the cat.
He's petting the cat. We see number 2 has the eye patch. Just like in Austin Powers, Robert Wagner wears an eye patch.
Yeah.
This is also the scene that inspired the scene with Will Ferrell's character.
Yep. The chair that blows you up or whatever.
Yeah, this one just like electrocutes the guy and everyone's like, oh fuck, and he's just dead.
Yeah.
The cigarette case that opens the secret door, lit as fuck, Brother Bear.
Yeah, that's the thing. This starts off like, whoa, this is some wacky secret agent stuff, and then it just turns into like, this is just some regular secret agent stuff.
Well, they're in the meeting, and he's like, let's go over finances.
Yeah.
We're having an evil board meeting, and like the one guy's like, yes, we have stolen 70 million. I was like, I don't care.
Yeah.
Number 2, Emilio Largo lays out Plan Omega. He wants a ransom of NATO of about $280 million. We cut to Bond getting a massage. There he encounters Count Lippe, a suspicious figure with a red Spectre tattoo. He speaks to Moneypenny on the phone and threatens. He goes, don't make me put you across my knee. Her chair is soiled.
Whoa, she peed her pants, Robbie?
No, Andy.
She pooped her pants.
Yes, Andy. But she's like, what does she say? I don't remember exactly what she says, but she gets really excited about this.
I think she says, I'm cummed.
Yep, that's exactly what it was. Yeah,
that's verbatim. Yeah.
Yeah, they're going to have to spray down the chair at night. That was a real thing they used to do after the Beatles played in clubs. Yeah. They'd have to go around and like spray the chairs because all the girls would get wet on it.
I think they were also pissing. There's a lot of piss.
That's probably true too.
Yeah.
But they, as they say, squirt is piss. That's why I don't buy it. A little soda squirt.
Robbie.
You can't just bottle and sell piss. That's disgusting.
Robbie.
Well, at least charge more for it.
Robbie.
Bond goes into Lippe's room. In the next room over, we see a man with his face all bandaged. I legit thought this was just a spa treatment at first because I'm an idiot. I was like, oh, I guess I even wrote, I guess it's a spa treatment.
He was getting the hot towels.
Yeah, I've never seen that before. Bond gets looked at by a nurse. He forces himself on her. Ugh.
Sure does.
I do like that the nurse is like, get the fuck off me, you fucking pervert.
Yeah, but then they kind of just like sweep that under the carpet because later she's like, yeah, let's fuck.
Well, that's not exactly how it goes. The nurse hooks Bond up to a machine. And then we learn that the bandaged guy is this mysterious guy, Angelo.
He's rude.
He's a rude dude. While Bond is on the machine, we see a hand turn the machine like all the way up. And this is incredibly silly because it just looks like he's fucking the machine.
Yeah.
At first, I thought the nurse did it as like revenge for forcing himself on her.
That would have been great.
That would have been hysterical.
Yeah.
But then the nurse comes in and saves him. And again, he probably deserved that. But then she's like, please don't tell my boss. I'll get fired. And he's like, sure, I won't tell your boss as long as we fuck.
Yeah.
Which
pretty rotten.
I also have a question about this.
Yeah.
Questions. Why was she fully nude under her nurse's outfit?
That's a really good question.
They go behind, like, that makes me think like she wanted to have sex with James Bond. Because like they go behind the glass and it's all like foggy and stuff, and then she takes off her nursing and you see her bare rear end. And it's like, why aren't you wearing underpants?
Well, her bare rear end, she's got that little bear tail.
Yeah, it's weird. It's very weird.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. It's just like these Bond movies. It's just like women want them.
That's what I just assume. What. At this point, I just assume that every woman is into James Bond. And why not?
Yeah,
I would be.
yeah.
I'm kind of into it.
I mean, they're not thinking about any of that when they put that in. They're just like, ladies love them.
Exactly. And
yeah.
What I do love about James Bond, as opposed to like more common action heroes, is how much hair is on his chest, baby.
Yeah.
Oh God, I love a man with a hairy chest. Do not cut that. Do not leave that like. Well, that's gonna stay in, but like, don't clip that.
Yeah, no, just like a sound bite.
Yeah, we're not doing that. But like, that's what action stars need nowadays.
Real quick, thank you so much for listening. If you want to send us some feedback, send us an email at roydsreview@gmail.com. That's ROYDSREVUE@gmail.com.
You could also find our music on Spotify, iTunes, wherever you get your music, by searching The Royds. That's ROYDS. We have 2 albums and a Christmas song. Hope you like it. Yeah, we need to bring back the hairy chest. Yeah,
now,
Henry Cavill had it.
Yeah, that's true. You know what I do wonder? I wonder if he shaves his chest and that's what they make his toupee out of. I really enjoy Bond locking this guy in a sauna, turning it all the way up, presumably roasting this man alive.
Yeah, and he's like, hey, what are you doing? And he's like, fuck you.
This is a problem I have in this movie, is I feel like everyone looks exactly the same.
Yeah.
So like, I have no idea if this guy ever comes back.
Nope. No idea.
Okay.
There's a lot of characters as well, so it's like, who's who? I don't know. I just know James Bond.
Yeah. It happens a lot where I'm like, I thought they died, but I guess that was somebody else.
Yeah, maybe they're playing a different character, but they're using the same actor, you know?
Yeah, well, I think what is part of that confusion is, so we meet this guy, Major Duval, or however his name is pronounced, and he's with a woman, and he gets a call that he has to leave. And then when he opens the door, there's someone who looks just like him, and he shoots him, and that's what it turns out. The guy had gotten his face bandaged to look like the guy.
I see, yes.
And I think for me, that leads to confusion, because now I'm going, since everybody in this movie looks the same, am I supposed to believe that multiple people have had surgeries to look like other people? Because I'm totally lost, and I'm starting to think that I'm just an idiot.
I think it's just that guy.
I think that too, and I think I just can't tell people apart.
Robbie doesn't see color.
They're all white, Andy. Most of them are Italian.
Yeah.
Angelo now wants more money, which totally makes sense. I like when he's like, we'll have to find someone else. He goes, there is nobody else. He goes, haha, exactly. Got him.
Yeah, but like, you gotta know that they're just gonna kill you.
Oh yeah, he's an idiot. But but you know what? If you're an idiot, that's a great plan.
Yeah.
I love an idiot with a good plan to him.
Well, it's also like, can you imagine? I know that, money was worth a lot more back then, but like, can you imagine risking your life and having radical facial surgery and then you just get like 150 G's?
No.
Like, that's fucking crazy. That's like, I just started playing Grand Theft Auto 5 for the first time. I know I'm like 19 years too late, but like...
Great game, though.
Yeah, I'm having a good time. I did an assassination mission. I killed a guy with a sniper rifle, and I got paid $9,000. And I was like, that's it? $9,000 to take a life.
That's when
easy.
You're playing as Franklin, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and you get the job from Lester, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've done like 3 playthroughs of the game because I'm a fucking loser.
It doesn't make you a loser, Robbie. It makes you a gamer.
Emphasis on the mer.
I don't get it.
You know, if there were 2 of me, it'd be a tumor. And that's what I am. I'm a cancer on society.
Oh, no, Robbie. Robbie.
My whole existence makes society worse. But no, GTA 5, great game. Can't wait for GTA 6.
Wow. Yeah.
GTA Sex.
Nice,
Because it
dude.
stars a woman and I'm gonna crank hog.
Stars a woman?
Yeah.
They gone woke.
Yep, I guess so.
Go woke,
I actually-
go broke, right, Robbie?
Yeah. I actually started playing Cyberpunk. I played a 5-hour free trial.
How is it?
It was good. I didn't like that you spend all this time customizing your character and then it's in first person.
Yep.
I was like, why was I playing around with the dude's dick? I had a 5-hour free trial and I spent no less than a half an hour just flipping between small penis, large penis, and vagina.
There's no medium penis?
There's a medium penis, but that's not funny.
Okay.
Medium penis isn't funny.
No, it's not.
Large
Just
penis,
medium.
small penis, vagina. I was like,
Yeah.
I was
We should
going
probably talk
wiener,
about-
wiener, jeaner.
Oh, did you add Thunderballs to your character?
I did add Thunderballs.
Nice.
They exploded.
Oh my god.
The woman in Lippe wrapped Duval's head and put him in his pajamas. That's when we see a NATO bomber take off. Right before Bond fucks the nurse again, he sees some men moving the dead body, and he's like, I have to go get some exercise.
Yeah. She's like, now?
The music in this movie, I think, is really cool, especially when Bond is like investigating. It's kind of creepy.
Yeah.
I enjoy the music in this. I think it's really good. Oh, as a whole. I also like the aesthetic because we are on this island the entire time.
Yeah, and I appreciate, grounding it a little more. I appreciate that. But I think that they do a lot of that old movie thing where you watch somebody do something in real time.
I don't mind it in these movies so much, but it depends on what they're actually doing. Like you a lot of times you give the example of like making coffee and like, yeah, that sucks.
Yeah.
But like when it's spy shit, I like the process.
Yes. I can get behind that, but there's a lot of, we'll get to it, but a lot of the underwater stuff, it's like watching him do the thing
Yes.
underwater for like 20 minutes. It's like, okay.
And they keep splicing to like fish, and it's like, I
Yeah.
know that they're underwater.
Yes, I can
don't
see he is submerged.
Yeah, you don't like he's in like coral and stuff. I get that he's in the ocean. I don't need to see random fish.
Yeah, that's where this movie loses me, but
No, that's where it loses me also. Especially we do a few too many underwater scenes,
yeah.
which takes away from the great underwater scene at the end of the movie.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
that scene later on, and we'll talk about it, is great. I love it.
It's phenomenal. Yeah.
But the fact that we spend so much, there are some cool parts before that, but like, it's just the impact is lessened.
For sure.
Bond finds the dead body. He unwraps the face and sees who it is, and he goes to make a phone call and knocks the guy out. I like as Bond leaves, he just hits the fire alarm.
Yeah.
Angelo, who is in disguise as the co-pilot, guesses the crew of the bomber and takes control. There are 2 atomic weapons on the bomber. He lands the plane in the water and it just sinks to the bottom. I really enjoy this because number 2 and the crew go and they take the nuclear bombs aboard their ship. And number 2 is down there doing the dirty work with these guys.
Yeah.
I love a villain who's getting his hands dirty. And then when the guy, Angelo, can't get his seatbelt off, he's like, help me. And number 2's like, you asked for more money.
Yeah.
Fuck you, Brother Bear. Cuts his hair and just leaves.
That's cold, brother.
Number 2 is a great villain. Another great Bond villain in this one.
Good stuff. Good stuff. I made a number 2 before we started recording.
So did I.
Wow.
They tarp down the plane. I didn't realize it was supposed to be camouflage. And I was like, I would see that.
Yeah.
I'd be able to tell that's a plane underwater.
You can clearly see it. Yeah.
I do think this shot, I just shit on all the shots of the fish before, but seeing the shot of the shark swimming over the plane tarp down, that was pretty cool.
Yes.
This was before I started going, all right, let's move along with these underwater scenes.
Yeah, this movie's like 2 hours.
Yeah, a little too long.
Plus. Too much.
Yeah. Blofeld commends number 2. And then Bond tells the nurse that he's a licensed travel shooter, and that just cracks him up.
Yeah. Yeah.
I got the sense that line legitimately was making Sean Connery giggle, and he was like, oh, licensed travel shooter.
Aren't I shilly?
I'm such a silly sausage. He's followed as he leaves. We see a car explode as the woman from before throws her motorcycle into the water. There's a big MI6 meeting with every 00 in Europe, and Blofeld sends a message to the Prime Minister. He wants money or he's going to blow up a city in either England or America. And right then, all the other 00s are like, sounds good to us.
Yeah.
Like, I just imagine the French guy being like, so why do I care?
Yeah.
Why am I supposed to be concerned about your silly American city?
Yeah. It is cool to see all the other 00s, though.
It is cool. I wish we spoke to them a little bit, like...
Yeah.
But they're just like, we are characters in this movie.
Yeah.
They're not. They don't say a word.
Yeah. That's true. You only see like one of them.
Yeah, you
just see like the back of their head.
We get Felix Leiter a lot in this, which is really fun. I always like his little American sidekick Leiter.
Yeah.
Bond has an assistant in this movie, which I don't remember. I don't remember Bond.
Paula or something.
Yeah, she eats it. But I don't remember a Bond ever just having an assistant who just comes with him.
Yeah, I think that's just his like side piece. He's just like, I'll bang you if there's no Bond girl in this one.
That's basically what it is. If I can't find a piece of strange tonight, I'll come home to you, baby girl. And she's like,
yeah, it's fine, whatever.
Well, I bet she's sitting there. Her job description is, okay, you're gonna make a really, really good money for a woman in the 60s, and you're gonna have to fuck this hunk. And she's like on an island? They're like, yeah. She's like, yeah, I'll take it.
Yeah. But little did she know, it would be her demise, Robbie.
That's true. That is true. That's why she was paid so much, though. A dangerous gig.
Yeah.
Could have bruised her cervix.
Robbie.
Bond, after all the 00s get their assignments, he walks in, he's like, can I be moved to the Bahamas?
Yeah.
And they're like, yeah, sure.
Can I be moved to Nassau County, Long Island?
Stupid.
Yeah, it is stupid.
Bond talks to Moneypenny. Moneypenny calls M an old man, and he's like, I would appreciate it if you didn't call me an old man.
Yeah. You fucking bitch. Like, whoa, dude.
When asked how Bond is going to recognize Duvall's sister, he says, she has 2 moles on her left thigh. It's like, that's creepy.
Yeah, you're a creep, dude. There's a fine line between suave and creep.
Yes.
They often overlap. Like, you could just get away with certain things just because you're handsome, you know?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Like, when he notices the bracelet on her ankle later on, you can get away with that if you're handsome. Talking about moles on her left thigh, can't get away with that no matter what you look like.
It's too much. You did too much. You went too far.
We cut to underwater, and this lady is abusing a sea turtle.
Yeah.
You are not supposed to be doing that.
Yeah.
It's like, come on, lady.
He's shoving plastic straws in his nose.
She's trying to force like the ring for beer cans around his neck.
Yeah.
I'll get you, turtle.
Yeah.
Spyro, you have to save the baby turtles.
Oh shit.
And Spyro comes down. They're trying to make soup.
Oh no.
Somehow she doesn't notice Bond underwater watching her.
Yeah. Yeah. Well.
And then after he saves her, Bond says something sexist, but as a compliment.
Yeah, that's Bond. You know?
Most girls just paddle around.
Yeah.
You swim like a man.
You swim like a man. That's what attracts me to you.
What are you doing?
You swim like you have a cock and ball.
I have to say, I don't think you'd be allowed in women's sports these days. They'd probably question you immediately just because you're a good swimmer.
Yeah, and it's like, listen, Bond, not only are you rude and misogynistic, but also I'm going to have sex with you. That's what happens in all these movies.
You may be rude, you may be a misogynist, and you may be overly violent, but god damn it, am I going to fuck you.
Yeah, but damn it, am I going to ride you into the sunset.
Bond's boat won't start, quotes, and asks the lady for a ride, just leaving his sidekick behind.
Yeah, you'll figure it out.
Some guys who are inconspicuously dressed in suits on the beach follow them. Bond and Duvall get lunch, and he goes on about conch chowder for a little bit too long.
Yeah.
What if I just like conch chowder? I don't care about conch chowder.
No.
She's then like, I'm going to a party tonight. She's like, can I come with you?
Yeah.
Can I come with you, Domino? How do you know my friends call me Domino? Because I've been looking at your feet.
It is weird to be like, can I go with you to that party?
Oh, that's very... If you don't get an invite, you don't ask for an invite.
Yeah.
Bond walks into the club or whatever, and it's playing a smooth jazz version of the Thunderball theme, which I thought was cool.
I think it's Thunderballs, Robbie.
I think you're right. My bad.
Yeah, that's all right.
But I thought that was really cool. There's like a smooth jazz version of it.
Yeah.
Bond and number 2 are playing cards, and he just sits there making very blatant Spectre references to the point where I'm waiting for him to go like, do you know what Spectre means?
Yeah.
Like, Bond is using the word Spectre like he just heard someone use it, so he's throwing it out there.
Yeah.
Like, I know he's trying to convince. He's like, I know who you are. But it's like,
yeah.
Stop saying Spectre, dude.
Yeah. Like, it's like a ghost. They're like, no, we know that you, we know who you are. All right.
Number 2's like, chill.
Yeah.
They up the ante. Bond wins. Bond continues to flirt with Duvall. He's like, what if I buy the lady a drink? And he's like, I think that would be a great idea, Mr. Bond.
Yeah.
What do you think of these accents that I'm doing this whole episode?
I think they're pretty good.
Thank you.
No.
Bond and Duvall dance at night. I also started getting into a habit of calling every woman in this movie Duvall, and then I was like, I could be wrong, because I don't know.
Well, there's 3 that I can think of. Well, 4 if you count Moneypenny, but she's, you know.
I know who Moneypenny is.
Yeah, but there's Paula, his assistant.
Yeah.
Then there's Fiona? Is that her name?
I don't remember Fiona, Brother Bear.
She's the redhead one that threw the bike in a lake. Or
Yep,
the
you're
water,
right.
rather.
Fiona Volpe.
Yeah, Fiona, and then there's
Anthony
Domino.
Volpe's grandmother.
Really?
No.
Oh, I don't know.
Do you know who Anthony Volpe is?
No.
He's the Yankees shortstop.
Oh. Yeah, he's not British.
You gotta know
Unless-
that. No, he's Italian and Filipino or Vietnamese or something like that.
Oh, interesting.
Speedster, good defensive player. I'm hoping this season he's really going to take a step up offensively. Welcome to Yankee Talk.
I hope that he kicks a good touchdown.
You know, Andy, I'm going to tell you something right now. I hate you. I hate... You know that's not baseball.
Yeah.
You know full well that isn't baseball. You know how I know that? I played softball with you. I played golf with you. I played football with you.
Yeah, I know these things.
You act like you don't know sports because you're trying to appeal to the libtards.
Robbie, I act like I don't know sports to piss you off.
And it works every time.
Yeah,
it works every time. It works every time.
I know full well that you do not kick a touchdown.
Well, you can.
And especially not in baseball.
Do you know who the only person on their baseball reference page is to have a kicks thing? So they have throws, bats for everyone, so it's left to right, and then they have a kicks one for one player on baseball reference.
Huh. Why?
Paul O'Neill. Because there was a famous play. It's famous on like blooper reels and stuff, where he bobbles the ball in right field, and out of frustration, he just kicks it. Now, that's a terrible plan. This is the worst thing you could do, because in theory, if you're kicking a baseball, it's just going to go wherever. Yeah. His kick happened to go directly to the first baseman, preventing a run from scoring.
That's pretty fucking cool.
Yeah.
Also, I would imagine if you kick a baseball, that's going to hurt.
Nah, not with your cleats on.
And if you kick it like right on the I don't know what it's called, your foot.
Your toe?
No, not the toe, because the toe is like kind of padded in a cleat, but like the top of your foot.
Oh, okay, I get what you're saying. Yeah,
like on the laces. I feel like that would hurt. Yeah.
All right, I see that. Yeah.
Yeah, especially if you're kicking a Thunderball.
Oh shit, that's great to bring us right back.
Hey.
Largo invites Bond to lunch. I'm going back and forth between calling him Largo and number 2. So if at any point you want me to make it consistent, just tell me. But I'm going to go back and forth as it's written in my notes.
Okay.
Instead of going into the room that Bond gets the key for, he goes into the room next to it. And there's something great about the creepy music playing while he's in this pink linen shirt and short shorts.
Yeah.
Felix Leiter comes in. Bond punches him in the stomach so he doesn't call him 007, and then beats the shit out of a guy who's hiding in his shower.
Yeah.
And they're like, let him go. He's like, you're gonna shoot me in the back? He's like, no, give him his gun.
Yeah. And he just tosses it.
Yeah.
It's incredible.
The dude tells Largo that Bond beat him up, so they feed him to the sharks. Amazing.
Yeah. That's a cold ass honky.
The dude tells... Oh, I already said that. The news reports that Big Ben did ring 7 times at 6 p.m. like Blofeld requested. Q shows up in his best Hawaiian shirt. I'm really having a good time here as they're going back and forth.
I love that Q just fucking hates James Bond. He fucking hates his guts.
Yeah. You'll treat all of my gadgets with the same contemption or whatever he says.
Yeah. As you treat women, you fucking dog.
I have a daughter, Bond. She's not allowed to come to work with me because of you.
Yeah. You fucking dog.
All the world leaders listen to a message from Blofeld telling them where they can get the bombs and drop the money. Bond gets into an underwater fight. He beats the guy by cutting his tank and swimming away. And Largo's men are just throwing grenades at him underwater.
Yeah. I like how it's not hurting him. It's just like blowing out his eardrums.
Which would happen.
Yeah. And you would feel that effect for probably the rest of your life.
The fact that he just gets easy. Luckily, luckily my ears were padded. I had earmuffs on, so they wouldn't deafen me.
I guess.
I have no idea. Bond hitchhikes. Luckily, he's picked up by a beautiful woman. She starts driving.
Fiona.
That's Fiona. Okay.
Yeah, from Shrek.
Oh, Fiona!
You didn't notice she was green?
I didn't notice that, no.
And thick as fuck.
She's thick as fuck. She starts driving like a lunatic. Women drivers, am I right?
Typical.
Turns out they're going to the same hotel. I really like this ride. Some men just don't like to get taken for a ride.
Yeah. I guess this is a question.
Were women allowed to drive in the 60s?
Questions. Why was the drive like that? Was she just trying to intimidate him?
I think so. I think it's it's like a predator in the wild. You got to show that you're the alpha.
Right, because then like later they're like, well, we just kill Bond, and she's like, no, it's too early to kill him, because if you kill him, they're gonna send their government. Like, we got to keep him around, and then we kill him. Like once our plan is hatched.
Dude, let me tell you something. I thought that was Derval who said that because I had it written down. Again, I couldn't tell them apart.
No, that is Fiona.
Fiona's the one that gets shot then.
Yes, later.
I'm so stupid.
And he sits her down and he's like, yeah, she's dead or something.
I loved that scene.
Yeah, that's good stuff. That's classic Bond.
Yeah. But I couldn't tell these two women apart for the fucking life of me.
I mean, I could be wrong. I don't think I am.
No, you're right. You're absolutely right.
Never once been wrong, Robbie.
Okay. Chill the fuck out.
Let me just take a breather.
And it's funny because now
five.
I'm looking at their pictures on Wikipedia, and they look very different.
One's black.
That is not true.
Told you, Robbie doesn't see color.
Bond and Leiter look at the photos that Bond took, and then they scope out the reef in a helicopter. Largo is skeet shooting, looks like a lot of fun. Largo wants Bond dead, but it's revealed that Fiona is the brains of the operation, because this is Fiona who says if Bond was dead, then the U.S. would know where the bombs are, right?
Yeah, and she's like, I need true love's first kiss before the stroke of midnight.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Okay.
What, Robbie?
Bond arrives at Largo's mansion. Largo greets him with a gun. I really enjoy that, and he's like, he just moves the gun.
Yeah, it's good. I like... Have you ever gone ski shooting?
No.
Me neither. It seems like a rich people thing.
It's funny because Laura and I were talking about that because Laura grew up in the hoity-toity part of Long Island.
Yeah, hoity-toity town.
Yeah, exactly. We did not. And she was talking about like there's people do skeet shooting in her neighborhood because of all the country clubs. And if you go out there like over the summer and the spring during the day, you just hear gunshots. And it's not like how you hear gunshots where I live.
Right.
It's how you hear gunshots because these rich fucks are just skeet shooting.
Yeah.
They're going skeet, 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 skeet.
It's Little John.
Yeah, exactly.
Yo, skeet. He lives in the hoity-toity town.
Yeah. He has the money for it.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I've never gone. It looks like fun.
I'd love to do it.
I'd love to do it as well.
You ever see the Kids Are All Right documentary when John Entwistle was skeet shooting with his gold records?
No.
And he misses every single one of them. And so he pulls out another guitar case and opens it up, and it's a fucking automatic rifle. And he goes, pull, and he just...
That's crazy.
And just blasts a gold record out of the sky.
What a psychopath.
Yeah. I was like, that's pretty cool, brother.
Yeah, that's rock and roll stuff.
Bond makes a crack about Largo's gun being for a woman, and I really like the back and forth. And he goes, you know a lot about guns? And he goes, no, I know a lot about women.
Yeah.
We meet two henchmen. One of them is Vargas, who doesn't drink, doesn't smoke, doesn't make love.
Yeah.
What does he do? That's never explained.
He dies. He gets harpooned to a tree. That's what he does.
An amazing death.
Great stuff. Yeah. Just
Bond,
weird to build that character up in a weird way and then just kill him.
You know what? At least you gave him a fun death.
Yeah.
Bond stares at a woman until she's uncomfortable and leaves. That's what happens here. He stares at Fiona until she's like, I don't like this.
Yeah, I'm gonna go.
Largo and Bond admire Largo's sharks, then his boat. He asks Bond to take Fiona to that night's dance. Two men then attack Bond's assistant, as I guess this is also Fiona. Again, I had it written down as Derval. Looks at the photos that Bond took. So Derval is a good person and Fiona's bad.
I honestly don't remember Duval at all. So I'm very confused.
That's fair. Well, I will, now that you've explained to me that there's a woman named Fiona in this movie.
Yeah.
I don't have the name Fiona written down once.
I don't have what's her name written down?
Oh
Duval.
my god.
Robert Duval? Do you think it's Robert Duval?
Oh, I hope not. Because I was cranking some hog.
Whoa.
But first of all, it's Derval, Derval.
Oh, Derval, like Robert Derval.
Yeah, exactly. Famous actor Robert Derval. Yeah. So like, okay, so I just called every woman in this movie Derval or Bond's assistant or Moneypenny.
Okay.
But this is
the Fiona.
Yeah, this is definitively Fiona.
Okay.
Fiona. Jesus Christ. Two men attack Bond's assistant as Fiona looks at the photos that Bond took. And while watching the parade, Leiter tells Bond that his assistant is gone. Bond then overhears two men checking his assistant, and she dead.
She's dead.
Bond sneaks into Largo's mansion later that night, and he basically like tricks them into shooting at each other. And I love
that was
fools.
Cool.
He tricked you into shooting each other.
Yeah, you just like fires one shot at each of them.
Yeah,
and then just dips. That's good stuff. That's cool.
Love that. Get that shit in a video game.
Yeah.
Bond and a dude fight into a pool, and instead of just shooting him, Largo goes, I have a better idea. And they just close the lid, which is a smart idea, but shoot him first.
Yeah. Yeah.
They also open the shark tunnel hatch, which is a wildly stupid thing to have. A tunnel connecting your human swimming pool to your shark pool.
It's for specifically this very situation.
Just in case James Bond falls into this pool.
Yes.
I love that.
Yeah. I did, when I was doing my trivia, I read that the way they filmed this, because it's just like Sean Connery next to a shark.
Well, there's glass.
Yes. There was only 3 feet of glass. So, like, that shark could just swim around it. And he was, like, terrified, as you would be. Also, when he's swimming through the tunnel and he has that reaction, was like, oh, shit, there's a shark coming right at me. Apparently, that is a genuine reaction because there was not the plastic there, or the glass. It was just like a shark coming at him. And he was like, fuck.
I want to shit my pants.
Yeah, dude, honestly, a lot of this stuff, again, incredibly impressive that they just did this.
Well, like at one point you do see his hand just go on the glass.
Yeah.
Bond stabs the other guy, and since he's bleeding, all the sharks swim right by him, which I think is pretty cool.
Yeah, that is cool.
Bond finds one of the women in a bathtub. I don't know which one this is. I think this is Fiona.
Yes, that is Fiona.
When she asks for something to put on, he just gives her shoes and sits down.
Yeah.
And then she gets up, she's like, all right, I'll just use my towel. But they fuck anyway.
Yeah. Yeah, they do.
I do enjoy her saying, Mr. Bond, James Bond.
Yeah.
And then after they fuck, he's like, I only did it for king and country.
Yeah.
They pull up to the festival. Some guy puts his hand in there and like is trying to make them drink or something. I don't know what's going on. But Bond then uses the booze and a lighter to light the car on fire. I love that.
Yeah, that shit was cool.
The bad guys chase Bond through a parade. He winds up at a party. He makes a woman dance with him until Fiona cuts in and they dance.
Yeah.
Bond sees the dude about to shoot him and uses Fiona as a human shield and just leaves her at a random table.
Yeah. And he's like, so we've been dancing so long, she's dead.
The exact line is, mind if my friend sits this one out, she's just dead.
Yeah. Yeah. I did like the little speech she gives after they bang, and she's like, I've heard about you. I know, like, you know, a woman will sleep with you and then, you know, she'll give up her evil ways, but not me.
Yeah.
She's like, I've heard about your magic cock, and I am immune to your magic cock.
Pushy is pushy.
Yeah.
That's what he says.
But I thought Fiona was a better villain than is the guy with the eye patch. That's number 2.
Yeah.
I think because she's kind of like the brains.
Yes.
So like when she dies, I was like, oh, okay. I thought she was going to be the final boss or whatever.
Because, well, once she dies, it all starts going to shit for number 2 because now it's just him making the decisions and he's totally irrational.
Yeah.
Which is good writing. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. It's good.
Bond spots the bomber under the water from the helicopter. They shoot a poor shark just to keep the others occupied.
Yeah. Rude.
Also, Bond starts, like, cutting free the dead bodies. Somehow, no fish have started picking at them yet.
Yeah, there would be an ecosystem there for sure.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Leiter then asks if the bombs are on board, but obviously they aren't. They didn't just leave the bombs to get waterlogged, you idiot.
Right.
And then Bond and a lady just fuck underwater. This is definitely Domino.
Yes, that's Domino.
Yeah. So they fuck underwater, and as they leave...
so Derval is Domino.
Yes.
Got it. Okay, I do know who Derval is.
Yeah.
It's Domino.
Ah!
Yeah.
That's what the Van Morrison song is based on.
Yep, it's based on Derval.
Yeah.
Who is Domino?
Who is Domino? Yeah. So they fuck underwater, which is incredible. I don't know how you do that. I don't know if I'd be able to perform. Because, like, you gotta, like, keep yourself, like, when you're underwater, you gotta, like, keep yourself down there. You know, you ever, like, swim like that? Like, it's tough. And, like, I'd imagine the core strength it would take to keep your body underwater while thrusting.
Yeah. Well, Robbie, that's where you and I differ. I can only perform underwater. I cannot perform on land.
That's ever since you broke your spine. It's part of your physical therapy.
Yeah.
You fuck the nurse underwater. Like, Andy, you're getting good. It was first, they're like, you're gonna learn to fuck, but then you're gonna learn to walk. You can't walk until you can fuck. Yeah.
Right.
It's important to know that.
Yes.
Bond tells Domino that her brother is dead. Her brother was the pilot from earlier, and that Largo ordered the killing. Bond also sucks something out of her foot, which definitely just opened up a foot kink. Cause like, early on, he's like, ah, your name's Domino. And then he's like, hey, can I shuck the thing out of your foot?
Yeah.
Hey, Domino, can I shuck your soul?
Oh shit! I like he's putting them piggies in his mouth.
Oh, absolutely.
And she's like, because she gets hit with like spines, right?
She steps on something.
Yeah.
It's just an excuse for Sean Connery to suck on this woman's foot.
Yeah, but he starts sucking on her toes, and she's like, James, the spines are in my arm. He's like, no, I think I saw some in your foot. I swear.
At first, I thought she got stung by a jellyfish. I was like, oh my God, Bond's gonna piss on her.
Hell yeah,
We're gonna get a James Bond pee scene.
Hell yeah, brother.
I would have loved it. I would have put this up half a star.
What, just because they got the gall to do it?
Yeah. Because I know you wouldn't see anything, but just like the fact that it's like, James Bond had to pee on a woman.
They just implied that James Bond pissed on her.
I'd be like, I'll be honest, that's a lot of gall. I'd give them a lot of credit.
Yeah.
Vargas is watching Bond and Domino, and this is where Bond shoots him with the harpoon gun. That's pretty sick. He gets stuck to a tree. And then Domino's like, yo, Bond, can you go kill Largo? And he's like, I will. I'll go and do that now.
Well, there's a, like, they have sex in the ocean or on the beach, whatever. And she's like, oh, you only made love to me because you want to save the world.
Yeah.
Like, lady, those two things are not connected. They're not connected. I just wanted to get off while I'm saving the world. Like,
yeah. You know what I'm saying? He has a condition where if he doesn't come inside a woman 3 times a day, his testicles will explode. That's Thunderball.
that's the Thunderballs. He's got them.
Yeah, he's got a serious case. It'll blow up a city.
Yeah. I did like how he shoots the harpoon into the guy, and then he's like, he got the point.
Yeah.
Pretty good, dude.
Bond goes undercover with Largo's men. There's a lot of process and a quick underwater skirmish. These scenes must have been hell to film.
Yes, I would imagine.
Largo finds Bond's camera on Domino, and he gets Domino all tied up. He also says she's given him a lot of pleasure, so I'm not really liking this scene very much. He also then tortures her, quote unquote, by holding an ice cube on her shoulder. But, like, they're in the Bahamas, so that seems kind of refreshing.
Yeah, he has like 2 things, like, the ice is cold. And what does he have, like a book of matches or something? He's like, and this is hot. So,
Oh,
yep.
I didn't even. Oh, okay. I didn't
Very
see
good.
the book of.
Very good, sir.
I'm working on a new injury ointment. It's called Icy Hot.
Yeah. This, at first it's cold, and then it's very hot. She's like, no.
Shaquille O'Neal will be a sponsor.
Yeah, he's a sponsor for everything, though.
Yeah, I don't blame him. Get that money.
Yeah, get that bag, brother.
Leiter and the gang get Bond. We get this underwater spear gun fight, which is really cool. And then it's hilarious when I realize that Bond hasn't even joined the fight yet.
Yeah, and I like how it's color-coded, like the guys in black are the bad guys, the guys in orange are the good guys.
Kind of silly, but they had to do it.
Yeah, it helps.
Yes.
Truly. But the underwater fight is pretty fucking cool. And it's cool, but it's also incredibly silly.
It's incredibly silly. I agree that it's awesome. This is the best underwater scene in the movie. We kind of glossed over all the other ones.
Yeah, because nothing happens.
Yes, there's a lot of just like dudes swimming.
Yeah.
And like, it looks good to be filmed underwater in 1964.
Yeah, they're just flexing, and I get that.
But like, this is where it all comes together, where you get this admittedly silly, but ultimately really cool fight scene underwater.
Yeah, it's great. And like people just cutting the air tubes, people stabbing each other, harpooning. Great.
Bond chokes a dude with his own hose, and then he stabs a guy in the eye with a spear gun.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Fucking savage.
Yes, I love this.
Yeah. I mean, he fucking speared a guy before, and he made the first thing he said was a joke. He got the point. Like, that's crazy. That's crazy. Can you imagine taking a life and then being like, whop, whop, you know? Like, it's
Bond's a
nuts.
sociopath.
Yeah, truly. Stay away
He's
from
perfect for this job.
Yeah.
The fight is for some reason interspersed with fish. It's like, I know they're underwater.
Yeah.
What? One guy's regulator gets shot with a spear gun, and then another guy gets a spear right through the arm.
Yeah, that's cool.
That's the first guy that actually bleeds from any of these.
Yeah.
Because it would need it to be a plot point for the shark to come.
Yeah.
And then they kill one shark, and everyone's like, yo, we'd be fucked if more sharks come.
Yeah. I do like how they distinguish Bond from the other guys because he's got the little slutty booty shorts.
Yeah. He also has a yellow streak following him at first.
Does he?
Yeah, when he first gets into the water.
Huh. Well, he gets that like little water jetpack thing.
Oh, that's probably what that is then.
Okay.
A cool visual.
Or it's piss.
It could be piss. He just has a tank of piss.
Yeah.
A piss tanker. You don't want to tank the piss here.
No. Very good.
This is a really cool visual. All the dead bodies on the seafloor weighed down by their tanks. So they're all kind of like positioned like turtles on the seafloor.
Yeah. Very cool.
Largo makes a run for it. He blows up a boat. Bond climbs aboard, and one of Largo's men helps free Domino. Bond takes out some of Largo's men, and as Largo's about to get the upper hand, Domino shoots him in the back, killing Largo. The boat collides with some rocks and just fucking explodes for some reason.
Yes. Fucking filled to the brim with gasoline.
Okay.
I like how Bond is just a tough son of a bitch. He just gets on the boat and just starts throwing people around.
Yeah.
Like they're rag dolls. Beating the shit out of them.
I love that.
Yeah,
and he's doing it barefoot.
Yeah.
That's so
just like
demeaning.
taking like 3 dudes up on in a very small space and just like beating the shit out of it. It's great. It's visceral. It's great. I like Bond's fights.
And,
like in all these movies so far. They're good.
And what's great is we saw this in the last movie. He has this great fight, but Bond is about to lose if his ass isn't saved.
Yeah.
Like, Domino saves his ass at the end.
Yeah.
And I've always kind of liked that, where as much as as great as Bond is, he always seems to need help. He's never like, he never just does it on his own. He gets to a certain point, but without that one guy freeing Domino, he's dead.
Yeah.
The series ends here.
Yeah.
Bond and Domino climb aboard a raft. The rescue is absolutely hilarious as he uses this balloon, and I didn't realize this was to save him. I thought this was to like alert people of their location, because this plane flies by and just like scoops them up.
Yeah, that's called faulted extraction.
And he's holding on to Domino for dear life.
Yeah.
She's not hooked up to anything.
Nope. She's probably dead. The credits roll. We have probably never see her again.
Oh, I doubt it, but yeah.
She's somewhere in the middle of the water.
That's the movie.
Yeah. When I saw that, I said Metal Gear, because you do that in Metal Gear.
Oh, very cool.
Faulted extraction. You put a balloon on somebody and they fly up, and then a plane gets them.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. But I like how when she kills number 2, she's like, "I'm glad I killed him." And Bond goes, "You're glad?"
Yes.
That's good stuff.
Like fully acknowledging I was fucked. I had no chance.
Yeah. But I like that this is a technical marvel for the time.
Yeah.
And it's boring at parts, but I think the payoff at the end is pretty good.
Yeah, I totally agree with that. The underwater scenes, they drag a little bit, but then like you said, that last underwater scene is excellent. And we get a lot of the Bond. It's Bond, he's killing people, he's cracking jokes.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
this is quintessential James Bond.
Yeah, and there is something to be said about, we have these long swaths of movie where there's no dialogue whatsoever, and we're literally just hearing the sounds of the water. We're hearing the bubbles. We're hearing, the spear guns go off. That is an interesting concept. It just doesn't always work.
Right.
For a movie, it just doesn't always hit. It's kind of like, all right, we get it. Let's go.
Yeah.
I also like the setting of an island. The fact that we're just on this island the whole time.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. I think Goldfinger is the best one so far.
Yes.
I think
I've pretty much enjoyed all of them, except I think From Russia with Love has been the weakest one.
See, I kind of like From Russia with Love. The train fight was like really good.
Okay, it was. I agree.
I like that. And the grenade, the thing with the helicopter and the grenade. Hey, like killed a guy.
All right.
By like shooting him in the arm, and he dropped the grenade in the cockpit, and then the helicopter exploded. I was like, damn, that's cool. But yeah, I think they're all of the same quality. Generally, they're all like good. They hold up.
Yeah. Up until this point, I'm really enjoying these.
Yeah.
We're 4 Bond movies in, and I'm really having a good time.
And Bond is just an absolute dog.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just a dog.
And like, listen, are there going to be people who don't like that about him? Yeah. But in order to like these movies, you kind of just got to look past it.
Yeah, you just got to take it. It's the 60s. That's
Right.
Like when it was made. That's how people thought. You can't cancel a movie, you know? Like,
Yeah, exactly.
either watch it or don't.
Andy, should we go to Letterboxd?
Yeah. I mean, if they were making this now, it would be like, dude.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Exactly. That's why the Bond films have changed.
Right. But Letterboxd, I would say 3.5.
Andy,
Right.
that's an amazing thing that you just said. You know why?
Why?
Because I also have 3.5 stars written down.
Wow.
So we're going to go ahead on Letterboxd. You can follow us on Letterboxd at TheRoydsBand. And we're going to give this movie, Thunderball, sorry. I totally did not forget the name of the movie. We're going to give it 3.5 stars. It's got 3.2 on Letterboxd. We're bumping it up a little bit on Letterboxd. You're welcome, Thunderball.
Hey,
You're welcome, Terence Young, director of Thunderball.
this is the last James Bond movie he directed.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm looking at this poster that's on Letterboxd, and it's absolutely outrageous.
Yes, I saw that.
I love that.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Inject that shit into my veiny. No. Andy, I have 5 trivias.
I have 3 trivias.
Oh, I will go first.
I dare you.
All right. Andy, what kind of fur reduces the tensions? Sable, caracal, mink, fox.
I'm gonna go mink.
It is mink when he's rubbing her with the glove.
Yeah, I remember that.
That was
Because
weird.
I remember because I was cranking hard.
I have one of those when I pet my cat. It takes all his hair off.
Ah, that's nice.
Yeah.
When told he'd be swimming with sharks, what did Sean Connery say? He said, not a
Fuck
problem.
that.
Not bloody likely. Bangers and mash. Or I think it's okay to give a woman a slap.
I'm gonna say not bloody likely.
That's correct, Robbie.
Yeah. I had a feeling that's what he said instead of bangers and mash.
Yeah.
What were the numbers of the bombs that were stolen? 456 and 457, 428 and 429, 418 and 419, 493, 494.
I'm gonna go 493, 494.
You'd be wrong.
418, 419 or whatever.
You're wrong. Is it 456, 457, or 428, 429?
428, 429.
It is not. It is. There are bomb numbers 456 and 457.
I'm pretty sure that's what I said.
You didn't say it once.
Damn.
I was listening.
How many candidates did Claudine Auger beat out to play Domino? Was it 50, 100, 150, or 200?
Oh, shit. 50.
Nah, it's 150.
That's a lot.
It's a lot of ladies.
Yeah. What is Bond's room number at the spa? 007, 215, 302, 304.
I'm going to go with 007.
It is not 007.
Ah, man. Okay. Well,
I knew that was going to be a good red herring.
That is good.
215, 302, 304.
302.
Nope.
304.
It is 304, yeah.
That's what I said the whole time.
Very good. Very, very. I'm sorry. I misheard you.
That's all right. Don't let it happen again, though.
I'll try not to.
How many divers were in the underwater battle? Was it 30, 60, 90, or 11?
11,
Nah.
30,
No.
60.
Yes.
Yes. First try.
Yeah. Yep.
How did Bond's assistant die? Was he shot in the back, stabbed in the heart, poison gas, cyanide pill?
Cyanide pill.
Yeah, she took
had
a
it in her
cyanide pill.
tooth.
Yep, very smart.
Yeah. Very sharp. Yeah.
Which of these warnings is on the bombs? Handle like glass, handle like eggs, handle with care, fragile.
Handle like glass.
No, it is not handle like glass.
Handle with care.
It is not handle with care.
What was the first one?
The first one was handle like glass.
What was the second one?
Handle like eggs.
No, I'm gonna go fragile.
Nope, it was handle like
Handle
eggs.
like eggs. Holy shit.
That's what it said on the bombs. Handle like eggs. That popped the shit out of me.
That's good trivia.
Yeah.
That's good trivia.
Well, you'll never guess what I did after I watched this movie.
Robbie, I think that I could guess exactly what you did after this movie.
All right, take a guess. Take a single, solitary guess.
You wrote a song.
I did. I wrote a song. You got me.
Yeah.
I thought I could trick you, but apparently I couldn't. So I guess
You know how I knew?
How?
Because I also did it.
What?
And we always do things in tandem.
That is true. That is true. It's a weird thing that we do, which is things in tandem. And I'm going to be honest, I can't find a pick, so you know what I'm going to flip?
I got a pick.
Oh, okay, cool, because I was going to roll a D&D dice.
How would that work?
I was going to say you were going to pick even or odd.
Oh, okay. You know, do that. Let's change it up a little bit.
That's what I was going to land on. So, because it's just I just have a regular 6-sided die. It's D&D, but I just grabbed the regular 6-sided die.
Okay.
So, Eddie,
let me go. I'm going to go even.
It is even. You landed on 6.
Hell yeah.
So now we're a
Hell
D&D
yeah.
podcast.
Yeah. I've never played my whole life.
It's fun.
Yeah, it seems fun.
Yeah.
I always kind of wanted to, but I don't have enough virgin friends. Oh, Robbie, I'm so sorry. What kind of song you got?
I tried my hand at writing a Bond song. This is a very hard song to do it for, though. But I tried my hand at writing a Bond song.
Okay, you go first, Robbie.
All right, my song is called Thunderball,
Okay,
and I put it all in caps.
nice.
So yeah, my song's called Thunderball, and this is one of those things where most of the Bond songs, it's the name of the villain, like Goldfinger,
Yeah.
and they just say it's like this one, Thunderball. It's just like, oh, it's vaguely the name of their plan because it'll create a big nuclear explosion.
Right.
So that's what I tried to go with. So here it is. My song's called Thunderball, and it's written by Rob Hall. And it goes like this.
Thunderball, we are at its mercy. It's gonna wreck a city. It's being kept under sea. Thunderball, we're all on alert. It's gonna cause lots of hurt. Put on your best island shirt. Thunderball, there is no time to rest. 007's the best, 'cause he's got hair on his chest. A real man. If we give them the money, then they'll demand more. How can we avoid this nuclear war? Thunderball, houses lost in a cloud, millions more sickened in shroud. They yell in silence so loud. Thunderball, the sharks smelling blood. Your mind starts to flood. He needs time to stud. If we give them the money, then they'll demand more. How can is your niece or mistress. Thunderball, he's gonna start number 2, and then he'll seduce you, and then he'll seduce me too. I can't resist. If we give them the money, then they'll demand more. Penetration on the seafloor.
That was my song called Thunderball.
Yeah, it was really good.
Thank you. Thanks.
Yeah.
I set out. I wanted to do something that was fit with a James Bond thing. And I lyrically, I don't think it would be a good Bond song. But I like this one. I didn't know what to do during the bridge because I was like, I don't think words go there. So I did a big organ solo.
I like that organ solo. It was very cool.
Thanks. Yeah. And yeah, that was Thunderball. That's a song I'm very proud of that, so I'm glad you like that. I'm a big fan of that one.
Yeah, that was really good. I like the squiddle-diddle-doo, squiddle-diddle-doo on the guitar.
Yeah.
And also you had some cool like jazzy piano going on.
Yeah, I was fucking around. I wanted something in the verses. At first I tried horns, and I was like, that sounds like shit. And the horns, when it's like synth horns or like MIDI horns, they just sound like duty.
Yeah.
So eventually I was just what I actually tried on the horns is like, let me just try doing that on the piano.
Oh, there you go.
And that's what I did. I did that on the piano, and yeah, I liked it. Just a little, yeah.
Yeah, that's a good song.
Thank
Great
you.
job.
Yeah. It's called Thunderball, but it's all in caps, so I guess you should scream it.
Yeah, Thunderballs.
Well, I gotta add the S. My bad.
Yeah, that's all right. That's all
My
right.
bad. Andy, tell me about your song though.
Okay, my song, I also kind of tried my hand at a Bond song. And mine, I had a running thing of like Bond Part 1, Bond Part 2, Bond Part 3. I kind of dropped it for this one.
Yeah, I'll be honest. I was kind of surprised when I saw your song was not called Bond Part 4.
Yeah, it was, and then I was like, I don't fucking care.
Because it does get to a part like, what is it going to be, Bond Part 26?
Right. Like, I don't know. That's too much. But this one is called Change of Heart. And it's specifically about that scene where Fiona is like, oh, you think your magic cockaroony is going to change me? Well, news flash. We fucked and I'm still evil, so fuck you. So
you didn't hit that spot.
Yeah. So yeah, this is called Change of Heart. And it goes like this.
Your tricks won't work on me, the man of mystery. I am immune, you see. You'll meet your end by me. Familiar with your way, make all the women shake. They have a change of heart.
That's my song, Change of Heart.
I really like the guitar tone.
Thank you.
Magic Cock.
Yes.
I think that was the original title of Magic Man by Heart.
Yeah. Yeah.
It goes along with his magic hands.
Yeah. I think it's similar to your song in that lyrically it's not a good Bond song.
No, it's not.
But yeah, I figured underwater theme. I'll put a tremolo on there with a phaser, and you get a little underwater vibe going. You know.
Yeah, the guitar sounded really cool. Solo was great. I like the solo sound, how it sounded on the solo also.
Thank you. Yeah, just having a good time, singing, belting out about James Bond's cock.
I do have a question.
Yeah.
Were you singing "He makes all the women shave"?
Shake.
That makes a lot more sense. I was like, I don't remember him making a woman shave at all in this movie.
He makes them shake from the coom.
Yeah, okay.
I showed this to my wife, and she was like, "What are you saying there?" And I was like, "I'm saying his cock." And she was like, "It takes a man who's very comfortable with his sexuality to do what you're doing."
Yeah, I would agree.
I was like, "All right, thanks." I don't know.
I thought the bass in your chorus was also really sick.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate that.
Going all over the place with that.
Thank you. Yeah, I think we both matched the vibe, but lyrically we're just a bit silly.
Yeah, we're silly, but it's also like this movie's kind of silly.
Yeah.
There's a jetpack in the opening like 3 minutes.
Yeah, I think Bond songs generally maybe take themselves a little too seriously.
And I think that's kind of the charm of them, is like they're very serious, and it's like, this is very silly. The very silly thing you're singing about, because you're singing about a guy like trying to take over the world and shit.
Yeah. But I think we both made some really good songs this week.
I agree.
I also enjoyed this movie generally. Not really. Just the end. The end was really good.
I had a good time with most of the movie.
Yeah, just a lot of the underwater stuff. It's like, what are we doing?
Yeah.
Robbie, what do we got going on next week?
Oh, that is an excellent question, Brother Bear. Oh, Bear, we're doing The Revenant.
Oh, I've never seen it.
Me neither.
Leo DiCaprio.
Leo decapitated by a bear.
Rios. Oh my goodness gracious. All right, well, looking forward to that.
Me too. That's going to be a lot of fun. A lot of bear puns.
Oh, for sure.
A lot of talk about bears. I'll barely get through it.
Hey now, brother. Robbie, the socials. Where what are we doing?
Go to Instagram.
Yeah.
You go to the TikTok.
Okay.
You go to the YouTube. You type in the Royds Band. There we are. You can interact with our post. You can talk to us, leave comments, send us a DM, request a movie, whatever you'd like to do. Give us some feedback. You could also do that by sending us an email at roydsreview@gmail.com. Yeah. And again, wherever you're listening to us, give us a 5-star rating and review. Speaking of listening to us, Andy, tell us where they can listen to our music.
Pretty good. You go to Spotify, Apple Music, Deezer, wherever you get your music.
Napster.
Yeah, if you're old school and you type in the Royds.
Sleepster. Instead of nap.
Yeah.
Okay, I wanted to make sure. I'm idiot-proofing it.
Okay.
I'm Andy-proofing it. Got him.
Robbie. If you want everything,
Kazam!
You go to TheRoyds.bandcamp.com. And you'll find everything, including guest songs, bonus songs, all that jazz. But
LimeWire.
Also, it's on the YouTube as well, which Robbie mentioned.
Lemon Party.
It's the same thing as LimeWire. Don't go to Lemon Party. Do not go to Lemon Party. Don't do it. We've warned you.
Yeah. Just check out our shit. We appreciate you listening. Thank you so much. Again, send us an email for a request for a movie or whatever you want, and we'll do it. We'll build your deck. If you're like, hey, I need some guys to build a deck, we'll fucking be there.
That's a lie. We're not doing that. I mean, I have a price. Let me put it that way.
Yeah. It's not going to be a good. I wouldn't stand on it.
Oh no, I'd make you a damn good deck. I would make sure I do a good job.
I mean, yeah, we'll do our best, but like we're not.
No. It will be a good deck. I guarantee you that.
All right. No. You're in charge, man. You're the foreman.
I guarantee you it'll be a good deck, but
okay,
it's gonna cost you.
How much?
I'd have to see. I'd have to price it out. I'd have to see how big it is. I'd give them. I'd have to show up and give them a quote. We're getting too into the weeds. But I guarantee you, if you actually were hiring me and paying me to build you a deck, I guarantee you I'd make you a good fucking deck.
Okay. Well, I'll do whatever you say. Because I'll be there too.
Andy has signed us up.
Yep. I got a drill. I also have a circular saw.
So do I. I have both of those things also.
Wow.
I also have a chainsaw.
I don't have a chainsaw.
My father-in-law, for Christmas last year, gave me a chainsaw, a bottle of scotch, and then offered to pay for my will. And he did pay for my will.
Huh.
That was a true story.
Interesting.
Yeah, I think he was trying to get rid of me. All right. Bye, everybody.
All right. We'll see you later next week, The Revenant.